Happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone. I'm so excited for this pour. So it's actually inspired by the cactus plant. So both the cactus leaf, the cactus or the prickly pears, everything is inspiring me today. And the reason why the cactus plant is inspiring me is because the cactus plant really is an incredible plant. It feeds a lot of people in the world. I know that a lot of people in Mexico that are poor use that plant to sustain themselves. So, so I couldn't not think about it on the Cinco de Mayo inspired porch. So, and the cactus plants have been on my mind because we're actually transplanting them from where they were last year to a new place. So we transplanted the cactus. We're hoping that they will be happy here. So we're just trying to figure out the irrigation system. So it's taking a while. But here's Pepe. Hey, Pepe. ¿Dónde está el azul? Azul. There's Azul. Oh, that was Azul. So that was Pepe and Azul's cameo of the day. So let's get started. So the idea behind this is basically Cinco de Mayo for me. I think about super colorful flowers made up of paper or tissue paper. It's really colorful. And also when I think about being Mexican or Mexican American, I think about lots of different things. But when I really quick think about one or two things that you think about in your life that are super significant. And for me are cactus plants because of the tunas or the prickly pears. I absolutely adore them. My mom adores them as well. And the nopalitos, my mom loves them. And they're actually really good for her diabetes. I fortunately do not have diabetes. And I actually, can't take many of the nopalitos, but I love them. And but then the other thing I think about is the sarapes. And the sarapes, I've always wanted to own a really colorful one. But every time I've gone into a store, usually it's one of those novelty stores, to buy one, the super colorful ones are so expensive, and then the less colorful ones are so much less expensive. So I walk in thinking I want a colorful one, and I walk out with a simple one that's much more functional, right? But today I wanted to do something super colorful, and so I thought about using different techniques and stuff like that, but I really wanted to make sure that this is super colorful. So I mixed a ton of paints. I mixed 29 paints. Yes, that is correct. 29 paints. And then I layer them onto the canvas just with my stir stick. And so that's really what I did. I should tell you the colors I use. So I used black cherry, I used rouge, carmine, I used carmine deep by Liquitex Basics, which is a little different. I used a coral that I mixed. I used red, primary red. I used magenta, light magenta. I used white. I used light magenta, the from Arteza, the pearl. I also used pink tulip. I used yellow oxide, gold, fluorescent yellow, cadmium yellow, deep hue, cadmium yellow. I used lime green. Well, I forget what it's called, but it's Liquitex Basics that looks like green or apple green. I use regular green or light green, light hue, I think it's called, by Liquitex Basics. I use the sage green. I used white again, and then I used glacier blue. I used turquoise. I used primary cyan. I used ultramarine. I used pastel blue, and then there was another Arteza blue, and I forget which one it is, but it's a light blue. I then use phthalo blue, and then I use Sapphire by Deco Art. It's a metallic, and that one like just spread all over the place. Then I use black, and then the black in the middle looked chunky, so then I ended up putting like an orange line above it, and then I put I put in amethyst, then I put brilliant purple, and then there's a brilliant purple by Liquitex Basics, and then I think it's called bright purple by Amsterdam, and then I did the coral, I did the rouge, the carmine, the primary red, and then I went back in with the neon violet by Artist Loft. I did let's see, I ended up going back, and then I did fluorescent pink, I did fluorescent orange, I did azo orange. What else did I use? Let's see. Then I went back to my greens, and I ended up putting also, in addition to those colors, then I also put in the lime green, phthalo green. I put in amethyst again towards the end. So that's super colorful, super shiny, shimmery, and it's insane. So I had to tilt off a little bit because there was a ton of paint. Even though I just used the stick to spread it across the canvas, it still left a ton of paint. So yeah, so let's take you in for a close-up. So this is a close-up of this colorful piece. So this is my Cinco de Mayo pour. It's not really a pour, more like a, I'm not sure, but anyway, so it's inspired by Cinco de Mayo, and because it's Cinco de Mayo, it's de colores, it's colorful, it's beautiful. So happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone. Let me see if I can take you a closer look. So this, they're just ribbons of color, and yeah, so I think the beauty is going to be when it dries. I mean, it's beautiful nonetheless right now. And all right, so this is a close-up of the dry piece now. It dried, similar to what it looked like when it was wet. It's super colorful. I absolutely adore this. When you get closer to the painting, you see the shimmer of all the Arteza pearls, the amethyst, which is Deco Art, the Deco Art 24 karat gold. I also had not just the amethyst, but also I had a Deco Art sapphire this time, and the sapphire is the one that just like went all over the place. It took over, but I really do love that color, super dark. And I also look at the amethyst, it's so pretty. And then, like I said, the black the black line in the middle seemed a little chunky, so I ended up putting just a line of azo orange by Amsterdam in the middle, and it was cute. And so this see, the green, that dark green that passed by, it was not that a crack in the paint when it dried. It was actually there was so much of this apple green that I ended up putting a phthalo green line to kind of cover it because it was too thick, and then I didn't end up you know, I didn't see that they didn't cover the entire thing, but I liked what it did. Here, doesn't this look like a glazier? Like, well, I know they're melting and stuff like that, but yeah. But I really do think this gave me what I was looking for, which is super colorful. Now, I put it to dry, and I worked on a smaller piece for a quick piece for my mom who asked for something, and that dripped on top. So you saw the drips, which actually turned out pretty beautiful. So I'm excited about that. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much. We'll see you at the next one.